Tonight on Clever. At race car speeds, we'll show you the surefire way to beat speed cameras. You'll discover what can really happen at home when water and electricity mix. Your morning coffee may give you a kick, but did you know it can do this? And Australia's strongman can flip your car. But can he crack a simple egg?
Pushing the Guy's Barrow tonight is team leader Scott Cam and guests music legend Leo Sayer and Radio 2's Mikey Robbins. And standing up for women's lights, it's Captain Jo Stanley and her able teammates, Morning's own Kerry Ann Kennelly and model host Erica Haynes. Now that's clever. Please welcome your host, Georgie Parker.
The show where fascinating information meets irresponsible behaviour. Now, Clever is really very straightforward. We set up some fascinating experiments and our two competing teams have to decide how they'll turn out. Now, our teams have been handpicked for their brilliance and their willingness to help clean up after the show. So let's go say hello. Now, tonight, our Clever teams are playing for more than just a sense of honour. The winners will be making a cash donation to their favourite charity. And Jo Stanley, in your case, that means the Lighthouse Foundation. Can you tell us a bit about that?
The Lighthouse Foundation provide housing for homeless youth, mostly in Victoria, but it's a fantastic organisation for kids who've had a pretty rough start in life.
Well, that's brilliant. I wish your team luck. Now, Scott, Cam, who are you hoping to win money for tonight?
Georgie, the Sydney Cancer Centre down at Prince Alfred Hospital, and what they do there is all the treatment for cancer.
Yep.
And they've got to raise all their own money, so well, hopefully we can get a bit of dough for them.
Well, good luck, because, you know, it'd be interesting to see who wins out tonight, because some of these questions tonight are really interesting. I didn't know any of them, so I wish you all luck. Welcome, everyone. Now, I'm in the mood to give away a fantastic Panasonic home entertainment system, including a big, sexy plasma screen TV. How cool is that? Now, if you'd like to take it off my hands, all you have to do is answer tonight's home viewer question, and it concerns this man.
I think that's Eddie Maguire's car.
Is the mighty Derek Boyer, who just happens to be one of the strongest men in Australia, obviously. And kids, he got this strong by always eating his vegetables and keeping his room tidy, right, Derek? That's right. So my question tonight concerns Derek and eggs. Now, eggshells are pretty brittle, but it's common knowledge that the structure of an egg makes it extremely strong if you try to break it from end to end. So strong, in fact, people say it's impossible to crush one between your hands. but I think we might give it a go first, shall we? Okay, so I'm going to pass these around to the panellists.
No worries.
There you are. No,
Georgie, I can't believe you brought Derek in. I'd do that car spinning thing. I've been
I
doing
know.
that for years.
I think I'd like Derek at home. Just for opening jars and things.
Oh, well, funny you should mention that, perhaps later in the show. Let's all give it a go first, shall we?
I want to do it that way.
Can you do it? Can you do it?
I don't want to.
Do it out here. This thing's
Absolutely no way. I don't think Joe was doing it the right way.
She's officially now hotter than Derek.
Oh, okay. All right, now the question is, can Derek crush this egg? Unlike Joe, who was doing it the wrong way. Answer A for yes or B for no. Now just call your answer into 1902 553 139, or you can SMS A or B to 19953 139. But no rush. You have until 6 o'clock tomorrow morning Eastern Standard Time. And if you keep watching Clever, you'll find out for sure, because Derek will actually attempt this extraordinary feat of strength later on the program. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Yeah. Derek returns very soon, but right now, who would have thought the office water cooler could become a spaceship? Quite a sight. Please tell us how you did it, Dr. Watson.
Now, we have a selection of items, one of which will easily launch this water cooler into the heavens. The question is, what will do it? We have gunpowder, which has always been good for launching fireworks and bullets. We have water and air. Can these two elements create fire and liftoff? And we have what's called cork dust, this stuff here, which is used to make those spectacular special effects explosions in movies.
Well, thanks, Dr. Watson. So, clever teams, the question is, what will fire our water cooler rocket into the air? Is it A, gunpowder, B, air and water, or C, cork dust? Girls, you first tonight.
Okay, well, I generally produce quite a lot of hot air myself as a radio person, and I go off like a rocket, so...
Is this prime time yet?
I think gunpowder would just... It would explode there, but what's going to make the thing go up in the air? The water... I think it's got to be some kind of pressure, which would come from air and water. Yeah.
I think it's got to do with the pressure that water and air creates. I think that's the only way it's up.
We're going for B. Air and water.
Right. Girls, locked in B, air and water. Now, what do you guys think?
Well, what do we think, boys?
Gosh, what's Latin for I have no idea?
Yes. Well, the cork dust, I don't know what that is. I mean...
No, I don't think that's going to do it.
No,
I mean, I think that's going to make a special effects explosion.
Which is just going to dissipate everywhere.
Yeah, and same with the gunpowder, it's just going to ignite.
Yeah.
The water and the air, though, it's going to take a while for it to expand, but once it does go off, it might go whoosh everywhere.
You've got this bottle that really basically is containing its own power and pressure, isn't it?
Yeah.
And I think that...
You are a scientist. OK, we're going to copy the girls.
Yep, sorry, guys.
Boys have locked in B. All righty, Dr. Watson, mission control, is our water cooler ready for launch?
First, let's see what gunpowder does. It can, of course, propel a bullet to over 4,000 kilometres an hour, but what will it do for a water cooler? Thank you very much, Brigitte.
It's a big pop.
Well, failures don't get much more spectacular than that. Clearly, A is not going to work. Now let's try the cork dust. Shazam! Yes, impressive, but, well, we don't have liftoff, which means that C is also not the answer. Similar problem to the gunpowder. There's lots of energy in the fireball, but it's not concentrated enough to lift the water cooler. So now we know where our rocket propulsion will come from. Water and air. Now, OK, what I'm about to do is quite dangerous. Yay! In fact, so dangerous. So if everybody can just step back.
Oh, what about us? Yeah. I know, we don't get one of those.
Actually, I won't fire this compressor up. It's maybe not such a good idea because our rocket will literally go through the roof. So here's one I propelled earlier. Here at the launch pad, the most important part is air pressure. We need a lot of air pressure to launch our rocket, and that's carried via this rubber tube to an air compressor. I'm now going to be at a safe distance away from the launch pad at launch control, operating the air compressor. Okay. Okay, compressor on. Clear the launch pad. Let's launch this baby. We have 58 psi. We did it. Congratulations. Well done, team. Thank you very much. Thank you, ladies.
So you can send a water cooler skyward with air and water, and that's 10 points to both teams. Congratulations. Now, yeah, congratulate yourselves. Good on you. Now, if your Sport boss won't let you blow up the office water cooler, there's another way to test the idea. Here we go. All you need is a little film canister. It's simple. We put a nose cone on it so that it flies straight, and so it looks cute, of course. You get half a fizzy tablet, and you can all do this. And you can use an Alka-Seltzer tablet or a fizzy vitamin tablet. You've got to be real quick. Put it in and put the lid back on. Oh, come on. Oh, come on. Oh, no. Spillage. Oh, no. Okay, mine's down. Oh, the boys are ready.
Hey, Carrie, put some Viagra in yours.
Well, Perrier's isn't going off. Because the other day we did it on her show. She was stuffing in like 3 fizzy tablets and it really went off. Oh, well, look, maybe we can do that during the ad break. Never. Good on you, darling. Okay, all the fun of the space shuttle launch on just a fraction of the budget. Congratulations, everyone. Now, coming up later in the show, we do things to TVs that definitely won't be covered by the warranty. But right after the break, how making a nice cup of coffee can cause a fireball. Just couldn't face the day without that morning cup of coffee and its head-clearing jolt of caffeine. But under the right circumstances, there's an ingredient in your cuppa that could jolt the roof right off your kitchen. Isn't that right, Dr. Watson?
In its dry state, one of the ingredients in a cup of coffee will create a fireball if it comes into contact with a naked flame. But which ingredient is it? Is it the coffee granules themselves? Perhaps it's the coffee whitener, that's the powdered stuff. Obviously, milk isn't much of a fire hazard. Or is it the sugar? Sugar can be turned into ethanol, which is flammable enough to be used to run an engine instead of petrol. So which of these additives will give you the biggest blast?
OK, guys, what do you reckon? Which dry ingredient in a cup of coffee could explode? Is it A, coffee, B, coffee whitener, or C, sugar?
Or D, whiskey.
Which we all put in our coffee in the morning.
Yeah. Well, sugar is combustible.
I think it is.
But no, when you put a naked flame to sugar, it turns into toffee, doesn't it?
Well said.
It doesn't explode. What's in whitener? Like, it's not, it's some sort of chemical.
Some sort of chemical,
whitener,
isn't it? Yeah. Can't
be good for you.
And coffee's not going to explode. I don't reckon sugar just turns to...
Coffee's a bean. I mean, beans don't explode.
No, you wouldn't think so.
No, beans make you explode.
Yes, exactly.
Very good, very good. I like that.
Yeah, don't touch me.
Don't touch me!
There's a blue house. You're right.
Do an answer.
I think, look, I'm going to bow to the wisdom of Scotty here. So Scotty seems to think it's whitener and...
I reckon it might be whitener.
I think it's sugar. But I'll go with whitener.
OK, whitener.
OK, all right. The boys have locked in whitener, OK, and that is OK, girls. Over to you, girls.
Well, I know what a double espresso does for me.
Yeah. What does it do for you? Erica, are you a coffee drinker? I don't drink coffee.
I'm a big coffee drinker.
You are? Okay.
Yeah.
So can you tell me...
What explodes in the coffee?
Tell me anything.
I think the thing that has the most explosive effect on people is the sugar, but I don't know chemically what that would do. I don't think that's... the unknown quantity is whitener.
Yeah, to me, I'm going to say... I would like to say whitener because I don't even know what it is.
The science is baffling.
I don't know. You girls want to go with the whitener?
Do you think sugar?
Don't look at me.
Oh, you are so funny.
Okay, rock, scissors.
Let's go
I want to copy the boys, though.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm feeling
whitener.
whitener.
The sugar.
I'm feeling
You're
very
saying
white right
whitener.
now. I'm thinking whitener.
You're saying sugar.
Sugar.
And I'm saying help.
Okay, so you've got one whitener and one sugar.
I'm going to say sugar. To be different to the boys.
Okay, okay. Okay, the girls are locking in, what is that, C? Sugar. All right. All right, the answers are locked in. We're ready to brew up an explosion, Dr. Watson.
Let's first try the sugar. Well, sugar sets off alarms at the dentist, but not the fire alarm at home. So answer C, I regret, is incorrect. Right, now the coffee itself. Well, once again, nothing much happened. It's not going to wake anybody up. If the coffee was more of a powder, we might have had ignition, but as it stands, answer A is also incorrect. So that leaves us with the coffee whitener. Not talented enough, but as you can see, coffee whitener has hidden talent. So B is the correct answer.
So the boys get another 10 points. And the girls are in the dregs. Oh, girls, don't worry. Sorry.
It's all right, we'll make up.
Oh,
Yeah, I've learned.
oh, sorry. I'm so terribly embarrassed. Sorry, but oh, thanks so much. Thanks. Oh, okay, thanks. It's from Brad. Sorry about that. Angelina's going to be very cranky, but that's really not my problem. No, actually, you know what my problem is? My problem is how to keep these flowers fresh for longer. Just put that there. So here's a little question for you to ponder during the break, and indeed your good selves. What secret ingredient can I add to the vase of water, keeping these flowers going? So is it A, aspirin? Is it B, a cup of lemon lime soft drink? Or C, a few drops of vanilla extract? I'll let you know what works when we return. And we'll also be hammering out a problem with some liquid nitrogen. Don't go away. My shoes back on. Welcome back. Now, how did you go with our clever question during the break? Have you figured out what will keep this vase of flowers looking fresh? Aspirin, vanilla extract, or lemon lime soft drink? For the answer, let's cross to the flower can. Now, the flowers in vase 1 are headache-free, but the aspirin doesn't provide enough food to keep them fresh. While the vanilla extract in the third vase actually shortens the life of the flowers because it contains alcohol, which is toxic. So lemon lime soft drink is the answer, that because it has sugar and citric acid, the same ingredients provided by florists in these little sachets. Ooh. So now we've annoyed the entire florist industry by giving away a trade secret. Well, I think the paddlers have had enough of a breather. Are you ready to get on to the next puzzle?
Yep.
Ready to go. Okay. As I'm sure Scott Tam would agree, there are 3 essential ingredients for the great Aussie barbecue. Marinated quail, salad, vinaigrette, and a lightly chilled rosé. I'm just kidding. Snags, beer, and a mozzie zapper, right, Scott?
Absolutely, yeah.
Absolutely. Okay, but when Dr. Watson invited his nerdy science friends around, I'm sure they're not all nerdy, just most of them, for a barbie recently, there was a problem. Now, what was it again, Dr. Watson?
No hammer, Miss Parker. I mean, how can you nail up your mozzie zapper if you don't have a hammer? Although one of the advantages of having scientists for friends is that someone always has a keg of liquid nitrogen handy. Liquid nitrogen is a nippy minus 195.8 degrees Celsius, so what it does amazingly well is freeze things solid. A rose by any other name will still freeze solid if you put it in here.
Oh! Ow!
But can I use it as a hammer to hang my zapper? Sadly, no. Most things frozen to the ultra-low temperature of liquid nitrogen become extremely brittle. But there's something here that would, in fact, make an excellent shatterproof hammer if you super froze it. The question is what? Is it the banana? Would a piece of fruit become firm enough to bang in a nail? What about the roll of paper towels? Maybe the fibre will set solid after a dip in the liquid nitrogen. Or perhaps our salad servers are what we need. Will freezing a piece of plastic make it an even handier implement?
Oh, thank you, Dr. Watson. So, panellists, how do you hit the nail on the head? Is it with A, the banana, B, the roll of paper towels, or C, the salad tongs? I believe it is your turn, girl.
Banana is certainly a very handy shape as far as a hammer goes. Like, I think that would kind of be fairly convenient.
Yes. But is organic going to freeze and get brittle?
I think it's going to get brittle like the rose.
Yes.
I think it would be the same thing.
So that
Boys,
leaves
can
it-
you please be quiet? We're talking over
Oh, we're having a deep scientific discussion over here.
Cranky.
Coming second, are we? I thought so.
So that leaves it with the paper or the salad server.
Salad server. I think there's something about the fact that the salad server is plastic, because the paper, I think, would do the same as the rose and become brittle. I think you don't like that answer, Erica.
I don't, but I'm going to do a cheer.
Well, what are you going for, Erica? What do you think?
because you got it right last
I'm going
time.
the banana.
You're going the banana?
Yeah.
OK, can we
We're
answer
used to
this
that.
before the Today Show starts, please?
Are you going?
While we're still young.
Salad server. Okay. The girls have locked in the salad server. See? Now, guys, what do you think? Fast as you can. What do you think? Fast.
I reckon the nitrous is going to make the salad server and the paper both too brittle.
Yep.
Well, mate,
What do you reckon?
I think the salad server hasn't got enough weight in it anyway
Yeah.
to put a nail in.
Good point.
But I'm thinking maybe the fibres in the paper may cause it not to break up. It might act like Rio, you know, like in reinforcement. To stop it from being brittle.
I like bananas because they've got no bones.
Mate, hang on, I'll get some more
I don't think we go on.
How thick's the paper? The paper's about that thick, isn't it? So it would need to shatter all the way through.
It just won't do it. It won't do it.
You reckon it's the banana?
I reckon it's the banana. I think you've got the skin, you've got the core inside. I think the
You'd always go to
banana is a wieldy beast.
hardware store and buy a hammer. That'd be the answer, wouldn't it? Okay, you reckon banana?
I reckon banana because I think they're still going to bond. With
You don't know
all
what
the
you're talking
elements
about
in
either,
it.
do you?
I'm guessing.
Yeah, that's right. Banana, we're going to go for.
Banana? Okay, boys going for banana. The boys are going for A banana. Okay, the answers are locked in. Over to you, Dr. Watson.
Well, there are a million uses for a roll of paper towels, but freezing it to use as a hammer isn't one of them. As cold as it is, the nitrogen is still liquid, and the wood fibres in the paper towels absorb it as a liquid. Thank you. And since there's no water in the paper towel itself, it cannot freeze solid. No, you see how sorry, it won't bother too many nails in this state, so I'm afraid that answer B is incorrect. Let's try the salad spoon.
I can't believe it.
I can.
Come on, freeze, you sod.
Well, they're certainly a useful implement, but like the rose, plastic becomes very brittle when exposed to liquid nitrogen, and it just shatters on impact. So answer C is incorrect. Which only leaves the multi-talented banana.
I hate that image.
Well, if you leave it in there that long...
Oh, for God's sake, pull it out!
Just 2 minutes longer.
Thank you. All right, the water in the banana freezes solid, but the fibre in the banana keeps it from shattering, even when you slam it a nail with it.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
So fibre... So fibre keeps you regular, and it can keep you handy around the house as well. The correct answer is A.
Banana is indeed the correct answer, so the boys have yet another 10 points. Okay. So the boys are sitting pretty on 30 and the girls are sitting not so pretty on 10, but, you know, there is still time to save this game, of course. Now, please, I don't want you to forget one of tonight's viewers has to win that fantastic Panasonic home entertainment system complete with the plasma telly. All you have to do is answer the home viewer question, and our question tonight is about the mighty Derek here, who has an egg. I'm going to go over to Derek now. Now, you answer, has he got the egg in there? I can't see. He has, okay. Answer A for yes or B for no. Just call in that answer to 1902 553 139. Or you can SMS A or B to 199 53139. But remember, we'll be putting Derek to the test before the end of the show. You don't mind being tested, do you, Derek?
Not at all.
God, I'm getting his name right. I kept on calling him Eric in rehearsals. It wasn't good, was it? Okay, then you have until 6 o'clock tomorrow morning to get your answer in. But right after the break, the story the Highway Patrol doesn't want you to see. Can those pesky speed cameras be fooled? People are camera shy, but number plates, well, they don't mind being photographed by any old speed camera you happen to drive past, which can make that high-speed dash to the shops a very expensive exercise. The law obviously doesn't want to help, so Dr. Watson, does science have an answer for beating those cameras?
Speed cameras are everywhere these days, so if your foot's heavier than your wallet, I have 3 possible ways you could shield your number plate from unwanted photographs. Option 1, hang CDs from your car's rear window. They're highly decorative, and some people claim the laser reflections from the surface of the discs will confuse the radar that's measuring your speed. Option 2, spray the number plate with a high-gloss hair lacquer to blur the image in the photo and render it unreadable. Or option 3, use a carefully deployed mirror to reflect the flash of the camera. One of these could be just the ticket.
All right, let's see what our panellists think. Thank Dr. Watson. Guys, what's the best way to stop your number plate smiling for the camera? Is it A, rear hanging CDs, B, hairspray, or C, a mirror?
I'm wondering whether that young constable's got any handcuffs on her at the moment.
It had to happen.
Well, I'm just asking if she, you know...
A bit of respect for the law. Thank you very much.
The long legs of the law.
All right, boys, what do we think?
I would rather go for option D, drive responsibly.
Is that why you don't have a license?
You bet, mate.
That's why you don't have a life.
Rather than drive. Well,
I think about the reflective thing of the CDs. I think there's something in there.
CD sounds good to me, but certainly...
Music will always win.
But won't the laser hit the front of the car before it gets back to the CDs anyway?
And the CDs can't be doing it. The car itself is there and it's coming in. I'm heading towards the mirrors. No.
The mirror can't work because you'd have to have that perfectly... You'd have just a mirror plate and it still wouldn't work. But something kind of kills the laser camera. You know?
Are you just saying CDs to drive up record sales?
Yes. They're all, if you turn them around, they're all mine.
So we're going CDs, boys?
Okay.
Is that the go?
I think the CDs.
Okay, CDs, lock it in.
You're on your own, boys.
Have locked in CDs. Good. Now, beautiful girls, what do you think?
Does it matter if they're Michael Bolton CDs?
It's like, I'll let them go.
Michael Bolton CDs are a natural repellent.
Well, absolutely.
But
Yeah.
I don't think in this instance this would work. I think hairspray, and you would know, Erica, because I imagine of the three of us, you probably use the most in your line of work.
It's a gross assumption.
Looks like it. Well, go on.
I definitely think it's hairspray.
Yeah.
Definitely.
There was a day where it used to be, well, somebody told me, Vaseline. You'd put Vaseline on the dirt from the road. We'd go on to the number plate because you put Vaseline on the back and suck.
Okay.
Sorry. I just talked my way out of most tickets. But no, I think I'm with you.
I'm going to provide enough of a diffuser on the number plate.
I don't know, but I think it's our best answer right now.
I'm going for hairspray.
Hairspray.
Okay, alrighty. Okay, the girls have locked in hairspray, which is B. Okay, Dr. Watson, our answers are locked in. How do we avoid the long lens of the law?
Australian touring car driver Craig Lowndes knows just a little bit about speed. It is, of course, how he makes his living. For the rest of us, it's just a fast track to blowing the family budget. G'day, Craig. How are you?
I'm very well.
Excellent. How fast are you going when you're doing competition work?
Close to 300 kilometres an hour.
So if you had speed cameras around the motor racing circuits, you'd be gone, wouldn't you?
Oh, for sure, every time.
Yeah. Well, would you give me a hand to just try out one of our little theories? There's some CDs for you.
Oh, I'd love to.
Excellent. Thank you. So there we have a perfect picture of the number plate, so clearly CDs are not the answer. So sadly, still no practical use for those old Michael Bolton CDs. Answer A is not right. So maybe the hairspray will do the trick. OK, Craig, there's the hairspray. If you ever decide to give up motor racing, of course, you could always take up hairdressing, but just give it a blast.
Oh, that'll be very interesting.
Thank you. There's the number plate as clear as day. It seems that all we've achieved is sticky fingers. So hairspray turns out to be an old wives' tale as well. B is also incorrect. But as any magician will tell you, there's a lot you can do with a well-placed mirror. OK, Craig, third time lucky. Let's try the mirror, shall we?
Definitely.
Just hang on there like that. So as you can see, the mirror has fogged up the picture and the number plate is completely obliterated. So C, the mirror, is the correct answer. Now imagine the light in the studio is the flash. If I angle the mirror just right, you'll see that it reflects the light straight back into the lens and the resulting image is completely overexposed. So the mirror can blind a speed camera. Now, making it work in the real world, well, driving around with a giant mirror on your car is not only illegal, it's also very dangerous. Suffice it to say, the best way to avoid a speeding ticket is to drive within the speed limit.
So the mirror is the only way to beat the speed camera, to beat the speed camera and to beat it. Anyway, no one got any points. Everyone got zippity-doo-dah-day, but the boys are still winning.
Yeah.
Right after the break, can an egg bring our strong man Derek to his knees? Welcome back. This is the amazing Derek. When Derek isn't juggling pianos, he spends his life opening jars for people because he is very, very strong. Just watch this.
No problem.
I mean, that just incredible. That is superhuman strength. But our viewers' question tonight is it possible for Derek to crush one of nature's most perfect structures, an egg, between his bare hands? A for yes or B for no? Well, girls, what do you think? Do you think he can?
I don't think he can.
You don't think he can?
No.
Carrie-Anne?
Well, what do you think,
nature's perfect structure. I mean, with that strength, he's got to be able to do it.
I think no.
Otherwise, he's a whiz.
He's a monstrous man.
Otherwise, he's...
I'm going to go with Erica and say no.
Out of here.
Okay, the girls have said no. Guys, you know just how hard this is. What do you reckon?
Nah, not a hope.
No, I don't think so.
I reckon he can do it till his head pops off.
Yep.
I reckon we'll see egg splatter here. I reckon we'll see egg splatter.
I just don't like seeing food mistreated.
Okay, we'll say no. We'll say no.
Okay. Both teams have said no. Derek, do you think you can help us out? Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much, Derek, for coming on. But the truth is, I tell you, the truth is, egg crushing, as Derek just did it, almost rates as superpower. Most mere mortals, which unfortunately is us, couldn't even get close.
I did it.
I've actually done, sorry. Obviously, you're not mortal. So the answer, surprisingly, was A. Yes, Derek could crush the egg, which sets you up to win our fantastic Panasonic home entertainment system. Just call in that answer to 1902 553 139, or you can SMS A or B, or you might want to just SMS A to 199 533 139. And our lines are open until 6 o'clock tomorrow morning Eastern Standard Time. Coming up after the break, mixing water and electricity when our TVs take a dive.
Well, boys and girls, it's been another very exciting day for our friend Big Dog. Lots of adventures and lots of fun for everyone. But now it's time for Big Dog and all his friends to say good night. Good night, Big Dog. Good night, girls and boys. Sweet dreams.
One of the most dangerous things you can ever do is mix water and electricity, but that's just what we'll be doing tonight, under very strict supervision, of course. For our final question of the night, which is worth a big 20 points. No pressure. Now, do not try this at home, meaning do not submerge your TV in water. So why are we doing it? Well, let's ask the brilliant Dr. Watson.
Yes, there you are. Hi. Thank you, Miss Parker. If you put any electrical appliance into water, of course, it will stop working, probably with a flash and a bang. But there is a liquid that lets a submerged television keep functioning, and it's the liquid in one of these 3 tanks. Tank number 1 is distilled water, which is different from tap water because it's been purified to remove all contaminants, especially salts, which conduct electricity. In tank number 2, we have canola oil. You might fry your chips in it, but would you fry your television in it as well? And in tank number 3, we have an energy drink, just like the one you buy in a shop. This does have salts in it. They're called electrolytes, and they could be enough to keep the power going through our submerged TV. And let me also say, this experiment is being done under very controlled conditions. Don't even think about trying this.
Well, this is pretty scary. So, teams, which liquid will allow a submerged television to keep working? Is it A, distilled water, B, oil, or C, energy drink? Over to you guys.
With the canola oil, can we crumb the TV first? I'm thinking like a giant sort of Panasonic schnitzel. Come on, you're a rock star. You're throwing a TV in a pool.
Yeah.
Or out the hotel window.
Yeah, but it wasn't plugged
usually
in at the time, was it?
Well, what do we do?
There's not a lot of scientific reasoning going on here. What do you reckon?
There's something in the energy drink, I think, that is going to actually act as a conductant against electricity. And
distilled water goes in your car battery.
It does, yeah.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
Well, in that case,
We go, and there's all the impurities around it, so do we do that? We go distilled water?
Distilled water I'd go for. I think the energy drink I was thinking of first, but I don't think it is.
I've heard of this water stuff, so I'm with you guys.
You think
Distilled water, which is A, I think, is it?
The boys, amazingly, are going with A, distilled water. Let's switch to the girls.
I think the oil thing.
I like the oil. I like the viscosity of the oil.
Oh, I like that
I think
word.
that maybe it wouldn't get into all the wrong parts.
I thought that was in shampoo.
Possibly shampoo would work as well.
I think the fact that you said viscosity gets
I think, yeah, exactly.
I'm quite proud. So, shall we go oil?
I think go oil.
Okay.
Oil.
Girls have locked in oil, which is
I think this feels good, guys.
Okay, Dr. Watson, the teams have both locked in their answers. Are you sure you want to do this?
Now, we'll start with the energy drink. What effect will that have? Scotty.
Yeah, you're exploding.
Goodbye, everybody. It's all over.
Adios, Doctor. Oh, yeah. They think of you, mate.
And it's the mineral salts in the energy drink that did it. Almost all water in nature is full of salts and minerals, which makes it such a good conductor of electricity. And since energy drinks have extra minerals added, our TV couldn't possibly survive a plunge. So answer C, I'm afraid, is incorrect. Which makes our distilled water a very interesting proposition. It's been purified to remove all contaminants, including salts and minerals, so it shouldn't conduct electricity. But let's find out.
I'm going.
Well, as you can see, not even using distilled water will save the television. Answer A is incorrect.
Guys.
So that'll be B left, I reckon.
Yeah. Another TV goes to the great lounge room in the sky. But why? Well, it would have kept working if the distilled water had stayed pure, but the TV itself is full of impurities. As soon as it went in, the water became full of atom-sized bits of rubbish that allowed the electricity to do the damage. So there's only one possibility. Let's see.
You make me feel like dancing. Gonna dance the night away. You make me feel like dancing.
Ah, she's still there. Pure cooking oil with nothing added does not conduct electricity, so B is the correct answer.
Please stand. I was taking them there.
Watching TV is already supposed to be bad for you, and now it's oily as well. Well, girls, oil is the correct answer for our final question, and that's a big 20 points to the girls' team. Can I just draw your attention to the fact that everyone's a winner tonight?
That's right, all the charities.
And so are our team's charities.
Very good.
Okay, so we are offering $5,000 to each of the charities that we have been playing for tonight. Fantastic. And you also get to fight over who takes home a fantastic state-of-the-art television set submerged in a tank of oil. Yum, yum, yum. Anyway, enjoy. And I'd like to say a big thank you to our guest tonight, the wonderful Leo Sayer. And Mikey Roberts, of course. Also, beautiful Terry Ann Kennelly. And Erica Hayes. And to our plucky team leaders, Scott Cam and Joe Stanley. And not forgetting our brilliant Dr. Watson, of course, and his team of scientists. For watching. Don't forget to check out our website at 9msn.com.au/clever, and we'll be back next week hell-bent on fun, information and destruction. But until then, please remember the clever motto, don't try